What's going on to all my friends out there in YouTube land? Yeah, I want to show you guys something that I've been working on and tell you guys something I've been working on. I've been making like crystal necklaces. I got like all sorts of different kind of chains. I got the rope, I got gold chains, silver chains, all sorts of crystals. I also got a website. It's called ra-energetics.com. There's a whole bunch of products on there. There's ormus, there's crystals by themselves, then there's crystal necklaces. Then we're gonna have mugwort on there. We don't have it yet, but we're gonna get it. Then we're gonna have a whole bunch of lucid dream supplies, like lucid dream packages, like a whole bunch of vitamins and crystals and all sorts of things in one package to help you lucid dream. But anyway, this is about this crazy lucid dream that I had just morning, really. Like, oh man, this shit was incredible, man. Let's get into it. It's like I was with a couple of friends and we wound up in this theater. Then I was just walking along and they kind of disappeared on me. Then somehow I was just, I don't know, this is where I started to like really get cognate in the dream. Like we was in this theater and I just ran across the seats. Like I was running across the seats without falling. People was all looking at me like, oh, what is this guy doing? He's crazy. Then I jump off the seat and I'm kind of like this. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, that was a little cheesy. And this guy said the same thing. He was like, oh man, this guy is cheesy. And I tried to think in my mind, how did that really look? And I seen it in my head. I was like, it wasn't that bad. And then I was talking to this girl, and I was like, who are you guys? Because there was like a whole school of people. I was like, who are you guys? And I was like, did you see the people that I came in here with? Then I looked down the hall. I was like, oh, they gotta be over there, and I gotta get in there. And she was like, oh, you can't go backstage. I was like, yeah, right, watch me. Then I walk over there. Then there's this girl. She's standing at a table in front of this, now what is a door that leads backstage. And she was like, oh, I can't let you in. I'm like, oh, okay. But I forgot my phone backstage. Can I go get my phone, please? Then she was like, oh, I'll go get it for you, don't worry about it. She went back there, she was searching, then she made a noise, but it sounded to me like she said, come on. Then I went in there, I went back there, and it was like this bedroom set back there, like it was like they was getting ready to do some acting or whatever. And she was searching on the floor, she was looking under the bed, and she made this, then she was like, hey, I can't find it. I can't find anything in here. And I was like, oh wow, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Then somebody walked in. I really don't remember who it was. And I ended up walking out of the backstage area, and I was going down, and I was looking at all the seats, and I was looking at all the people in the stands. Then I do the same thing again. I get on I get along the chairs, and I run on them. Boom, 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 boom. Running on them. Then I was thinking about running on the top, but I was like, nah, I'll fall. I ain't got that much balance. Then I jumped off, and I go back and I talk to this girl again. And then I'm like, damn, I can't find these people. You know where they are? And she was like, yeah, they're on the top bunk. I mean, they're on the top bleachers. Then I looked up. I was like, oh shit, there they are. Alright. I was like, how did I get up there? Thought about it for a second. I was like, oh shit. I don't know. Let me go outside and see if there's a staircase upstairs to get upstairs. I go outside. Then, man, I just become lucid. I don't know how it happened, but I end up looking at my hands. I look at my hands and I become lucid. Just like that. I just, poof, oh shit, I become lucid. Then I see this tree and it has this vine on it. Then I grab the vine and it's real thin. It's like very, very, very thin. It's as thin as this rope. I grab it, then it starts to like break apart. I was like, hold on, I'm lucid. This is my dream. This is not gonna break. Then it stops. Then I swing on it, and I swing way across the street, and I'm swinging and swinging. Then the rope is long, and I'm about to hit the street. Then I have it stop, like, cause I'm in total control of it right now. I have it stop, so I'm just swinging. Then I swing it, and I get to a wall. And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna hit the wall. But I put my hand and I just tap it. I'm like, wow, this is cool. And I kind of run along the wall. Then I grab another string and I'm swinging. Then I do the same thing. I hit the wall again and I run along it. Then there's a fire hydrant and there's like a white ribbon coming off of it. And I grab the white ribbon and I pull it. So I'm flying straight forward towards this fire hydrant. I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna be able to keep on flying at this rate. I'm gonna have to get some more pull on this. So I'm feeling like Jet Li right now in the Fist of Fury, or in the Legend, if you ever seen that, Jet Li the Legend. So I'm grabbing the white ribbon like this. I'm going like this, wrapping it around my hand. So I pull it, boom, get a nice pull, and I float some more. Pull it, and I float some more. Then I reel myself in. Then I'm back on the floor. I'm walking. I'm back at the entrance of the auditorium, and my brother happened to be sitting down. I see my brother, and then I was having this feeling like that I got him in trouble and somehow, and that I was going to be in trouble, and he was just going to let it happen because I got him in trouble. Then I end up touching something. It was weird. Like he had some kind of electrical appliances that he was playing with, and I picked it up. And then I became more lucid as soon as I touched it, because I think it shocked me or something. Then it was weird. Then I really started like coming at my hands. I felt like all this energy was coming out of my hands. Then I felt like I was feeling my physical body. And I seen pure white, like I was losing the lucidity. But I came right back and I was still in the same spot. This shit, it was crazy, man. And so I'm sitting at I'm looking at my brother, and he's sitting looking right at me, right? Then I look off to the left hand side and I look in the sky and I see clouds. And sometimes I do this when I have the time, when there's clouds in the sky. You know, I try to move clouds. It's possible. Then I look at the cloud, put my hand up. Then I think on it for a second. Then I move it to the left. I was like, oh shit, because I shifted like a huge cloud to the left. I was like, oh shit. My brother's talking to me. I was like, hold on, come here real quick. Look at this. I'm moving this whole cloud. I'm moving it. Just moving it to the left. Then I move it back. And he's still talking. I'm like, come here, man. Just see this real quick. Then the cloud became something else. It became like a stone. A stone with a horse on it. Then I picked up the stone, and I moved it. And I moved it to the left. Then I moved it back to the other side. I'm just playing with it. Oh, yo, this dream was crazy. Then the stone kind of fell out of the sky and it was on the floor. Then I pulled it and it came forward. Then I pulled it again, it came forward. Then I just put my hand out like this, and I was just pulling it. Just like pulling it. Then it was coming straight towards us. Then I put my other hand out and I blasted, and it flew up over us. Then it kind of hit the floor, and it almost hit a car, and I was like, oh man. Then I kind of grabbed it and I swung it around, and then from there, I don't know why this happened, but oh yeah, I tried to, like, I was like, alright, I'm lucid, and let me really get into it. Like, I was on a whole different level of lucidity. I never been in this deep in lucidity that I can just think and just constantly create. So I was like, alright, let's see how far I can take this. Then my brother, he started like shifting into somebody else. You know how dreams are. So I looked at him and I was like, you know what, I want to turn this into one of them crazy dreams that I'm in a whole different dimension. Like, of course dreams are a dimension anyway, but I wanted to look like something that I'd never seen before. So I tried to turn him into this weird being, and I had the vision in my head. Then I start trying to morph him, and like his skin, the color of his skin, and him himself was like kind of floating up like paint. Then it would pull back like he was fighting it. Then he was looking at his hands and he was seeing it shift colors, and he was pulling it back like he was fighting it. I was like, man, this guy is like, come on, just change, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, I want a sword. Then I had a sword on my back, and I had a hoodie on, something like this, and I had this sword on my back. Then he tried to grab me. So now I'm thinking, I was like, man, this guy, he's not this guy is like a entity just that's in my dream, and he's not feeling that I'm trying to manipulate him. So he tried to grab my face. He actually did grab my face. Then I ducked under him, and I kind of pushed him, and I just walked off like it was nothing. It wasn't a big problem. I just left him alone. He left me alone. And I started walking. Then for some reason I kind of get sucked into the dream for a second, and I'm kind of on this mission. I'm on this mission to save somebody. Then I go downstairs, like I go into this facility, and I'm going down the stairs. I open up the door with my hands, like I just open it, boom. Then the door opens, and it's like a kind of a prison. Then I'm looking at all these like cartoon prison mates. Then I open up this door, like with my hands again, and it's this bird. It's an owl, really, and the hair on the owl is like yellowish green, and the wings are brown. Then the owl kind of takes off, and it's just this small. It kind of takes off, and it's hopping up the staircase to get out. So I'm coming out the door, and I stop it. I just freeze it, like stop it, and I hold it in midair. Then I run up to it and I grab it. Then I'm running out. Then there's some other inmates that are trying to get out, and it's a lady, and she gets hit by the door. The door is stuck because I closed it with my telekinesis, with the energy from my hand. So I reopened it I opened it so she can get out. Then I was going. Then I hopped in the car, and there was this girl in the car with some other lady that I knew, and she was just telling me like all this stuff. She was like, oh, I'm looking for a guy, blah blah blah. And she was like, do you know a good one? Then she started kissing me and all this stuff, and from there, what was it? I really can't remember anything after that. But this, I have to say, this lucid dream was the best lucid dream that I had. I mean, it was incredible, man. Like, and every second of it, I can just dictate and move anything and switch it however I wanted it. I mean, there's definitely higher levels of lucid dreaming, because I couldn't change everything, because like I tried to change like the whole world at that second that I was trying to morph the guy into like a different being. That didn't work out. But at least I was able to do exactly what I wanted, and it was so cool. Oh yeah, now I remember something else. Like I ended up in this room, and this kid had copper, like we sell it on our website, He had copper stones, and he had some other kind of gemstones on the floor. And I did like this, like just like the Chronicles, man. That's how it was. I did like this, and I picked them up. I was like, look at that. I'm like Magneto, huh? Then I threw him across the room. Man, the dream was nice, man. It was so lovely to feel like, since it was lucid, I felt like I was actually there, and I was going like this. Like when I was lucid, I was going like this with my hands to stay lucid, you know. I was feeling myself, and it made me more solid in my lucidity. It made me really feel like I was there, like I could touch things and feel it. So it was pretty much like an astral projection, like, you know. It was great, man. But anyway, long story short, I just want to share that with you guys. Check out my website. Me and my partner put some good things together on there. It's beautiful. It's ra-energetics.com. And tell me if you like this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And I love you guys. Namaste.